I see like Kanye's album and how he's basically making it cool. He's making it cool for like Christian, right? Like people.
You segue, you capture this moment. I thought that was brilliant because I understood what you was doing from a marketing standpoint. You know what I'm saying? I understood. I was like, yo, this dude's genius. Like that's when I was really like, oh, like Max, like he in tune. Like he really knows what he's doing here with the way you were maneuvering. I was like, man, that's super dope. And then it seems like
I'm a jail dude, bro.
Yeah.
Like.
What does that mean though? Because you say that, I know what that means. Because I
was raised in jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was raised in jail. When you're raised in jail, it's different. Like you got street dudes, right? Street dudes, like you could be raised in the hood, raised in the street, and you're gonna respond to things like in a certain manner, right?
Sure.
But that's different than being a jail dude because when you're in jail, you can't run nowhere, you can't hide nowhere, you can't. You have to be on point 24/7. When you're a street dude, you can go to your house. You can go, all right, it's hot over here on this block. Let's go to Alabama. You know what I mean? Like, it's hot over here. Let's move around. You can't do that in jail. You know what I'm saying? You got to be there. So you have to be on point, and you have to watch, and you have to know the movements. Like when something's going on, you have to see it before it happens, right? So I was raised like that. So that's why I move like that when I'm watching what's going on. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, all right, boom, boom. So like I'm kind of like, that's how I think. You know, you got to be ahead of the game.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you for explaining that because I don't think people quite understand. I don't understand because I ain't never been to jail like that. But I have people that I'm close.
But you just understand. You have to understand. Like when you're in prison. You have to watch everything because at any moment you take a shower, there's 50 people around you. You go eat, there's 100 people around you. When you go over here, there's always people around you. You can't go nowhere. So you have to be very attentive and very sensitive to your surrounding, right? So that's how I was. That's how I learned. And you have to be like that in order to thrive in prison. Or survive. So that's how I was. So being in that atmosphere and coming out here, I apply the same rules. I apply the same things, and that was one of them. Yeah.
I don't know if it was after that, before that, in the middle of that. Now I feel like every time I open up my YouTube joint, there's like China Mac Eats. You know what I'm saying? A new music video. How did you get into that side of things, where you're like you're a YouTuber now to an extent, you know what I'm saying? Like you found it in that way, you know what I mean? And you're able to dominate attention in a way, you know, in different pockets. Like how did the China Mac Eats thing come about? Like how did your YouTube get popping like that? And like, was there somebody that helps you with that, a business part? Like how does that all come together? Because it's done very well.
Yeah, at first I was just like, I just wanted to create content because when I came home after the 16-month violation, so I started reading all these books like Gary Vee and all these books, and now these books make sense because I seen the battlefield. Like I know, now I understand. So I was like, all right, content is king. I have to, like, music is one thing, like being a rapper is one thing, but I have to be more than the music, right? I have to be like, I have to put myself in a place that's just more than music. That 5 different places, like, you know what I mean? Like, so I was just like, yo, let me just try some food in Chinatown. And then that turned into Mac Eats.
And then you got the joint where y'all do like the prison food joint.
Right.
How did that, is that on the same channel or how did that come together?
Yeah, I just did that part of Mac Eats too.
Okay.
I like, just made some food that we make in prison.
Yeah. That's probably, that's really entertaining to me because you was just really like making something from nothing. It was like, yo, this is really cool stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I feel like as someone who's gone through what you've gone through, been in prison, there has to come this spiritual side of like, you know, needing a dependency on God to a certain degree, right? And earlier, me and you was talking about like the Jesus is King thing, Kanye thing. What is your thoughts on like what we've seen with the transition of Kanye, more specifically, Jin writing you letters after he came to faith in Jesus Christ?
Right.
What is your take on all that? With people having these like conversions, and what role has God played in your rehabilitation?
I think it's beautiful, man. You know, I think it's beautiful. I think it's just growth, and it's good that, you know, people can find strength in whatever spirituality, like whatever religion or whatever it is that gives you that strength, mm-hmm. and that you can also give others the same strength, mm-hmm. and give other people hope and inspiration. That's beautiful. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? In terms of my spirituality, I wouldn't say I'm a religious person. Mm-hmm. I'm not a religious person. Mm-hmm. But I do believe, you know, that there is a higher power somewhere. Mm-hmm. I just don't put a name on it, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. I don't feel like it's necessary to put a name on it, mm-hmm. because, you know, as long as you just live, to me, I feel like as long as you live in the best path possible that you can, mm-hmm. you know, that's whoever it is, mm-hmm. whatever it is, or whatever that higher power is, whatever it is, yeah. they're gonna be able to accept you for, and see that, you know, what type of person you are for real. Mm-hmm. So I feel like, yo, man, like, you know, more power to everybody that like, you know, I see like Kanye's album and how he's basically making it cool.
Yeah.
He's making it cool for like Christian,
yeah.
Right? Like people are like want to go to church and listen to it.
Yeah.
You know, like and that's dope.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like
we got to get you out to a Sunday service.
Yeah, so you've been to one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's cold. It's dope. But it's not a concert. It's a legit like worship revival. Like the way it's set up, like you can barely see Kanye a lot of the times. He's like in the middle of this choir around him, so he kind of disappears. His kids are running on. It's a really cool experience. I did a whole YouTube joint about it. It's really cool. It's not what you would think it is. And then they like come out and preach the gospel, multiple opportunities to accept Jesus. It's wild, bro. Like it literally is like, this is a glitch in the matrix. You know what I'm saying? Like this doesn't feel real, you know, but it is very real, man. It was dope. It was dope.
That's dope.
Yeah. Have you ever had a chance to examine the God of the Bible, the Jesus of the Bible, when you were down?
Julio, 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 Julio Jones. I'm from Atlanta, you throw me the ball and I score in the zone. They hit me up for a deal like it's something I do on the phone. Just cause it's me in the studio don't mean I do it alone. Julio, 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 Julio Jones.